Gonna do another collective reading. Get a message out just before Christmas. I got a lot to do, so I'm just gonna do a quick message today. I pulled 2 cards just so we can have an idea of what we're looking at today. We see change, searching, and seeking. So I'm getting the impression that somebody's looking for a change. I just saw the Lovers and the Ace of Cups. Definitely has to do with someone you're connecting with, looking for a dynamic to change. I saw strength, so courage. Might be looking for the courage to speak up, say something. Root chakra has to do with a foundation, your foundation personally, like your path that you're looking to go through in life. I just saw the Ace of Pentacles, so you're looking to reap the abundance that you're looking for, the freedom, financial freedom. So 9 of Swords. Is there a fear of being successful or a fear of losing your abundance? Worried someone's going to take it from you? Alright, so let's see what comes out. We got the Third Eye and the 3 of Swords. Maybe this change and this searching and seeking, there might be a fear of the change because you're going to hurt somebody, or you can foresee how somebody's going to feel hurt by what you're speaking. We'll get one more. Ace of Wands on the bottom. There's definitely something you want to pursue, something new, a new direction you want to pursue. Solar plexus. Yeah, you're trying to find the personal power to do so. So it's almost like you intuitively know what direction you want to go into, or you can intuitively see how somebody's going to be hurt by a choice or what you're going to speak. But it's for your own personal power that it's your personal power you're trying to gain. It's almost like you don't want to hurt people, so you don't want to say something, but it's like your livelihood is kind of at stake, possibly. 363, that could be a number that you're seeing. 363, that's my son.
I got a tally for you.
GJ, I'm doing a video. I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye. Oh, thank you for adding to that, baby. I appreciate it. And on the bottom is 3 of Wands. It's definitely a partnership that you're working through, working with in regards to. It's almost like you've made an alliance with somebody, but you've changed your mind. You're looking for something better. It's almost like, even if you are partnered with somebody, or you're on a project, or you're pursuing something, it's like you partnered with them for the right reasons, but it's almost like it wasn't what you envisioned, or you've changed your mind. Something better has come up for you, or something that you feel would be better for you has come up. Queen of Wands on the bottom. This woman might be fiery. It might be a female that you're dealing with, a feminine energy. They might be self-focused. This woman that you're dealing with might be a self-focused woman. I just saw the 9 of Cups when I was doing that. This one fell out. The Empress. This definitely speaks of feminine energy. Someone that expands, or that can grow something. Mother energy. Partner. 5 of Cups on the bottom. So it's almost like she's disappointed, or you're worried she will be disappointed. Again, it's still going with the theme that we started with. It's almost like the change will inevitably cause heartache to somebody. 3 of Wands in reverse. And this Empress was in the reverse as well. So it's almost like this female might have presented herself as this, and over time there's another side of her that you've seen, or you don't like the other side that you've come to know. With the 3 of Wands in the upright, it talks about seeing a future, having hope for a future outcome, and with it in the reverse, it's almost like the person that you were dealing with, this female or feminine energy, it's like the person that they presented to you, you could see a future with, but in the reverse, it's almost like now that you've seen this other side of this person, you don't see a future anymore. This could be a business partner, could be a sister, could be a friend, mother figure for sure. Could be a mother figure or a partner. Six of Swords on the bottom. You're looking to go into smoother water, so there might be troubles happening. Three of Pentacles. You've definitely been working on your craft and you've been recognized for your craft, so whatever you're doing in regards to work, Pentacles is work, finances, so whatever you've been doing with your finances, it's getting recognized. There might be contracts coming up to make more money, and maybe this Empress in the reverse, this might be dead weight, or you can't see it working out in the future because there's too much, you're having to put too much energy into this Empress. Just saw the Nine of Swords on the bottom. Keeping you up at night. This might be keeping you up at night. You might be stressed about it. You might be overthinking a lot of things, or overthinking the way you're going to approach this change, or Tower in reverse. So definitely something in the past has already happened. Fallen from grace. This person, or you, might feel like you've fallen from grace. I've sort of fallen from grace. With the Hangman. Well, Tower energy is definitely transformation. So something had to crumble, or it was inevitable that it was going to crumble. Because if this person that you were having a connection with, or that you were interacting with, mixing your energy with, if it was built on lies or falsity, it was inevitable that there was going to be a tower, because it wasn't built on truth. And with the Hangman on the bottom, it's almost like you had to stick around for the whole thing to gain the whole perspective. If you'd ended this connection too quickly, you wouldn't have saw it for what it was. You might have went back to it. So with a tower, it's almost like there's nothing to go back to. So you had to kind of hang around and see all sides of this person, or you had to see all aspects of this person. So then you know it was the right decision to make, if this is in fact what's happening. Three of Cups. There might be a community or a group that's involved, so maybe that's why you're struggling to gain the personal power to speak up, because you don't know what people are going to say or think. This person, this Empress person, might also spend time with certain women, but it's like with the Death energy on the bottom, underneath that. Demise, somebody's demise. Maybe this person's getting ideas from other people, speaking about your behind, because Scorpio, this is Scorpio energy, Pluto, so it's somebody that's very private. So maybe this Empress person is speaking about your private affairs to other people, and that's another reason why you wanted to end it. With the Seven of Pentacles behind the Death card, so it's almost like whatever you were trying to build, they were maybe trying to sabotage you, sabotage your finances, maybe your business, keep you stuck. I'm getting the feeling of like keeping you stuck. So if they sabotaged you or kept you in the same spot, you wouldn't evolve, you wouldn't leave them. So maybe that's what this person is doing. If this is your scenario, don't take it if it's not yours. But it's almost like somebody's trying to sabotage you from moving forward. Definitely causing conflict. It's almost like, or they could be jealous as well. Like if you see this person that has, with the Seven of Pentacles, this is talking about like planting seeds for the future so you can reap your harvest. And this Five of Swords, so it's almost like, but that conflict usually comes from any kind of negative emotion, and it could talk about like jealousy, envy. So maybe they are jealous that you're building, or you're becoming more successful and they aren't growing anything for themselves, so it's almost like they're envious at how you can grow things. Sorry, I'm having to clear my throat. Three of Swords, yeah. I'm doing a video, G. You will have to work it out with Sophia. Thank you. Three of Swords. No. Yeah, this person could be heartbroken. Maybe you had okay, so with the Three of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles, you may have communicated or changed your mind really fast, and they feel like they're being left behind, or they don't feel part of your plan. Because usually the Knight of Pentacles is somebody that's moving forward with a plan, making a plan. So they might feel like you're not including them in the plan, and that's why they're like fighting with you, but they aren't trying to better themselves. So it's almost like they're fully relying on you to bring them along. That's interesting. Mercury. I just saw the Magician. Talking you into seeing their way. Maybe they're trying to talk you out of that. This definitely has to do with like a business contract, something that you've already been obligated to. With the scales there, it seems like you're looking for something that's balanced. Like the plan that you have with this Knight of Pentacles, he's trying to work towards a plan where he can sit and maybe allocate, like you might be a business owner or you might be in some sort of a position of authority. So it's almost like you have a plan so that you can be in this place of security and have your life balanced with the scales. You're trying to balance your life, balance things in your life. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior, like possibly defensive. Not trusting. There's the Page of Pentacles and you want to be this emperor, whether you're male or female, you want to be in an emperor position. And what I heard was not fit for a king. So whatever is being offered to you or whatever they have to offer might not be good enough to where you're going, or they might not be able to contribute. They'd be dead weight almost. One more and we'll move on to another deck. We're at 13 minutes. Yeah. Magician. Having the tools, it's almost like you're having to defend what you've built. You're having to protect what you've built, or what you're trying to build anyway. Ooh, my hair's a little hot mess here. Yeah. Or you're having to communicate. Maybe this is what it is, like with Mercury and the Seven of Wands. Maybe their communication, what you're communicating, might be putting them on the defense. Because with the King of Wands, this is Leo energy. It's like you want to be sitting on your throne. That's what you're working towards. Like you're actively trying to improve your life. You're trying to build the life that you want. But this person just wants to sit on the throne and have the position without doing any work. Because like he's went through all these wands. Like he's had to do the challenges and go through the struggles, and he's building a wall. Like he's building a wall and he's got one more wand. It's almost like one last chance. Give me one more reason. And that maybe that's where this change in seeking, searching. Because you know whatever this is, it's not going to be fulfilling long term. And they might be taking it personally. Oh, goodness. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and we have the Ace of Swords. So this talks about like conflict, fighting, disagreements, wands, challenges, fighting. It's almost like if you look at this girl is trying to cut something, And she's on the top of a mountain and this thing's underneath her. She's just trying to feed it so that she doesn't fall, so it doesn't take her off kilter. So it's almost like you're feeding something that could possibly cause ruin or cause you to fall from grace. I did say that earlier, fall from grace. And the Ace of Swords is truth. It's almost like you know the truth. This could cause you problems and challenges in the future. And facing the truth is really difficult because you'd have to, because you know how much it would hurt somebody. You're not responsible for other people. If they aren't going with you and they aren't willing to put in the work to go with you, sometimes they get left behind. It's up to them. They're in charge of their own destiny and you're in charge of yours. Again, like if you're being held back or you're always having to defend yourself, you're always having to defend what you're trying to do, or you're just trying to prevent yourself from falling from grace, whatever that means in your life, it's almost like you will be off your path. You will not achieve what you're working towards. With the King of Pentacles, there's a bull coming out of her dress. It's almost like release the Kraken, release the power. Bull in a china shop, just bull through it, because the only person holding you back is you, is because you're afraid of hurting someone's feelings, how they take it personally. If they don't want to better their life, you're not responsible for that. And then you're only going to regret that you stayed stagnant because somebody didn't want to go with you. Eight of Swords, you're definitely in fear. You feel trapped. You feel like you're in fear. You're afraid to move forward. I don't normally get this, but with the Page of Cups, it's almost like you're afraid to start over, start fresh. Yeah, right underneath it is the Ten of Pentacles, which is a great card, but I go by the depictions in this deck, and she's getting off the merry-go-round. It's almost like having to start over with the King of Pentacles in behind. It's almost like once you make your bag, so it's like you have to make your bag to have the right partnership. If it is about a relationship you're worried about, it's like you have to make your bag first, and then the relationship will come after. Six of Pentacles. This talks about like giving from a place of having an abundance of, but it also can be breadcrumbing. With her having red shoes here, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So it's almost like you have to come back to yourself. You have to build your own bag and let people sit in the swamp they're in if they don't want to move on or move forward or better their lives. This person could be like making you their whole world, if that's what it is. They're making their whole world about you, that they aren't even caring for themselves. They aren't doing anything for their own self, for their own life. Four of Swords in reverse. It's like you've had time to think about it. You've had time to rest. It's almost like tick tock, tick tock. Three of Pentacles. Again, you've had time to think about this, and now it's time to do the work with the Three of Pentacles again. It's almost like this snake is coming out of the mushroom, but it sees her as tasty. Maybe this person is with you for the wrong reasons. I don't know. We'll get a few cards. Tell me about this person. Words matching actions. This person that you're with, their words may not match their actions. So they may say they're going to do better, get better, change their life, and they don't. And you might be the opposite. You might be the type of person that if you say what you're going to do, you're going to do it. Tell me more about this person. It says fired. I don't want to say that they got fired from their job, but they may have lost a lot of positions in their life. How do I want to describe this? If this person was kind of like the leader of a group, or was kind of like somebody that everybody looked up to, it's almost like however they were acting, they weren't in integrity, and they weren't in a morally sound place. So whatever pedestal or however people perceived them, when they recognized that they were an emperor, empress in reverse, it's almost like they were dethroned. They were taken off the pedestal that they portrayed, like they were portraying themselves as a certain way to be put up on a pedestal, and then people see who they really are, and then they're pedestalized, if that's a word, trapped. This person might feel stuck in a, okay, so how do I want to, they might be in a cycle where psychologically they're in this mental place or age. They're stuck in a mental age, I guess, where they don't know any different, or they don't know how to get out of that. So if this was a person that always got angry because they didn't get their way, they still do that, or they guilt people. So they might be trapped in a mindset at an age where they had trauma as a child, and now it's still playing out in their adult life. 4. This person could be born in the 4th month, so April on the 4th day. They could be a life path 4. There might be 4 major relationships that they had trauma in, or that they created conflict in. 4 major 4 prominent connections that have affected them. They might talk about these very 4 specific scenarios or experiences that they had. They repeat over and over. They're living in a cycle, a past cycle, and they aren't getting out of it, and that's why they're stuck as well. One more about this person. Okay, so they might be so lustful, obviously. So they don't know how to love because they've never been loved, or they don't know what love really looks like because they don't accept love. They're not accepting of love. They say they want to be loved, but they reject everything that would mirror that to them. Very surface level, very why do I never find the words that I want to use? They're more worried about how they look. Vain. There might be vanity here. They might want their relationship or the things in their life to be viewed a certain way by society or people in their group or in their circle. So they want to be envied by others. So they have this life built up to look a certain way, which is an illusion. So if this is the truth, whatever illusion that they are living in, they're trying to suck you into that to live in the fantasy with them. It wanted to show itself. It didn't come out, but its strength, slaying the dragon. This person might breathe fire. They might speak with a sharp tongue. I'll just get some little clarifiers. My little mini deck, I haven't used it in a really long time. I figured I might as well. Why not? 'Tis the season. Empress in reverse again. With the 5 of Swords. This person is very, they're temperamental. It's almost, like, I'm getting the impression with, like, the 5 of Swords and the Empress in reverse. It's almost like, I want you, if you're not going along with their plan, if you're not seeing them the way they want you to see them, or treat them the way that they want to be treated, whether you are capable of it or not, they're gonna fight with you. They're gonna disagree with you. It's almost like you know how some people gently play the devil's advocate? This person is almost like a devil. It's almost like they fight with you just to get your attention. That's what I'm getting. It's almost like they pretend to be sweet, but there's a condition attached to their sweetness. And then if you're not complying with how they want you to be, you get this Empress and 5 of Swords at every turn. So it's like you have to agree with them or your life is hell. Yuck. Who is this? Is this a mother? Yuck. Page of Swords watching. This usually talks about like spying, watching, observing somebody, the Page of Swords. And then with this is the Sun card. But it's almost like, remember I said their whole world might revolve around you? Like, all the planets evolve around the sun. It's almost like you're the brightness. So if there's any goodness in this connection, or whoever you're connecting with, you're the light. You shed light, so it's almost like your light irritates them, and that's why they fight with you, because like you're illuminating truth and it irritates them. But it's just like they want to encompass you. They want to be you. They want to take your position or sit up in this light, but it's almost like they can't, but they need you to do that. And it's almost like they're watching you closely because everybody sees your brightness. Everybody might recognize you. So this person could be jealous too. This person could be jealous. They might check your phone or your devices, or they're not very trustworthy. But it's probably because they're not trustworthy. You know what I mean? Justice. Again. That's the second time we've gotten justice. But you see how the light is coming from the palms into this little sun down here? So it's almost like they can't... Yeah, it's not reciprocal. This person's by himself. He's not even giving. He's just weighing his coins. It's almost like there's never going to be balance, because everything they're doing is to gain control over something, to hold power, to keep you giving more to them. They aren't going to be sharing. They're just measuring their coins, because they're like, oh, if I keep getting this, or if I have this, and I can hold this over them, or I can bribe them, or manipulate them. There's a condition. Yeah, it's... one more. Why is this person, like, doing this? Why is this person doing this? Well, I see the Hierophant, and I see the Two of Pentacles, because this person truly believes they should be the center focus of somebody. If they're not, maybe you are, and they expect you to make them your center focus. And then the Two of Wands behind that, it's almost like if they can't convince you to do that, they know you're going to take a different path at some point, because he's looking at two different ways he can go. But it's just like they want to distract you from taking this path, because inevitably it's just not going to work out for them. Death card on top. Inevitably going to end. Alright, you know what? Fuck it. Defending. You're going to have to protect yourself from this person. Love them from afar. If they aren't assisting you in going where you're... assisting you getting where you're trying to go, there's just going to be an ending, whether this is a relationship with a mother, a sibling, a friend, a partner. And if there's other people around you, these people might not come around anymore. Or the people that were around them, you might notice that people just fall away. They have friends, and then the friends fall away really quickly. Or your friends fall away. The more, like, if you have this person around, they might not come around anymore. This person, okay, so the advice, ancestor shapeshifting. Okay, so for the person, there's something about the previous generation. So this person that's this Empress in reverse, it's almost like I just heard create or destroy. This person has the ability to create something beautiful, or they absolutely have the ability to destruct something, to cause this tower. And it seems like there was a tower already. But it's almost like whatever's going on, it's almost like this person, something has happened within the dynamic with the parents. I'm going to get a card for that. Craving alone time. This person needs to be alone. There's something they need to figure out in regards to their parents, grandparents, whatever dynamics they've seen. You may see it mirrored in the way that they treat the same gender. So if this person had struggles with their father, you will see this mirrored in the way that they treat men. So if they don't respect their father, they're absolutely not going to respect other men. Or if this person had a manipulative mother, they're not going to trust women. Or something, so they shapeshift. It's almost like with whatever dynamic they have with their parents, they've had to adapt to either get what they want or to avoid something, or there was a need not being met, or maybe they felt in competition with siblings when they were young, or if it was a separated family, the father may have prioritized a new partner. If they divorced or cheated, they might think that the other parent abandoned, so there's an abandonment wound there. But it's almost like they haven't been alone, and they haven't reflected on, they're carrying their parents' stories. So it's almost like they're getting justice for a parent that they felt was treated unjust, or they're making somebody pay for somebody else's story. It's not even their story. They didn't have the same experience, but they're playing out the parent dynamic, or they're playing out what happened with the parents through their own life. So they're not even living their own life. Does that make sense? So everything that happens in their life, so it's almost like they go for things because they're not really trying to achieve anything. They're just trying to replay out or get justice for a past family member or dynamic or a person that they were close to. It's almost like if it was a man, they're going to make every man pay. If it was a mother or a woman, they're going to treat every woman like they're a bad person, or they're manipulative, or that they were a saint. They might side with women even if the woman is wrong. Do you know what I mean? Whatever dynamic this is what's playing out. So this Empress in reverse is reliving her mother's story, or parent's story, father's story, whatever it may be. Okay, so what's the advice for you, the viewer? Okay, this is the advice for the viewer. So they need to spend time. This Empress in reverse person needs to spend time alone and reflect. Love and compassion. Aww. See how there's like two different hands reaching for the heart? It's almost like you need to have... Okay, I'm not telling you what to do. You can do whatever you want. It's your own life. You can't help but have compassion for this type of person. So they're bearing a burden and carrying a story that's not even theirs. And it's messing up their own life. It's sad. They don't even know how to live their own life, create their own life, do it. They don't even know what they like, because they shapeshift and like what other people like to be accepted or to get their needs met. There's something here. So there's a need for compassion, but you don't have to tolerate what they're doing to you, and you don't have to be a part of their life. You can love them from afar. Love them from afar. They are the only person, like, craving alone time. You might be craving alone time, and this person just needs to be alone in their own thoughts and review their life. You know what I mean? I'm at 33 minutes.